All right, guys, as promised, it's Thursday, so it's DIY day. I'm always very, very happy to do DIY too. I'm show you how to do some things at home on your own. So if you were following from last week, we're continuing the project. This is the end table that's going to have a magazine holder. That's what you're seeing over here. That's what we did last week. So we're going to start the first part of the process. I'm only going to show you one leg because you basically just duplicate your action. So I'm going to show you the leg that I'm actually going to attach the magazine holder onto for your end table. So what you're going to need are, well, your two legs for your end table. Of course, you're going to need 4 in total, but I'm just demonstrating how you build one today. You just repeat the process I did today, and you will have both sides, all right? What you're going to need are 2x4 lengths. These are dressed already, so they're not actually 2 inches by 4 inches. They're a little bit less, but go to your local hardware store and you can get lumber of the dimensions you require. These are cut to 18 inches, and then I have a 1x3 also dressed. And this is the 17.5 inches, which is going to be the width of the brace, so that when the top pieces and the shelving goes on, it is what supports those parts, all right? So what you're going to need to do is, first of all, line up your end with your end. And I brought my drill today because I did not drill pilot holes. And for those of you listening on Talk City 91.1 FM, what I'm doing right now is that I have a 2x4 that is facing me vertically, and I now have put 1x3 across, and it is just meeting corner to corner, so top right corner to top right corner, as the 1x3 is horizontally across on it. So I'm now going to drill my pilot holes with my power drill here. And oh yes, safety is a must, so ensure that you protect your eyes, protect your hands. You never know what could fly out, a piece of wood or a piece of metal, anything, so ensure that you are protected. So here we go, I'm lining up my corner to corner. Ensure that you place some force downward so that your piece does not move. And I'm actually going to go about 1 inch in and 1 inch down to drill the first hole. Followed by the second. And third. The reason I drill 3 holes is because if you place holes alongside each other, it doesn't give as much support as if you put another one that is perpendicular to the force it would apply. So it's a little bit of science in it as well, but it's all right. It's not really hard, as you see here. Now we're going to drive our screws. And I'm using 1.5 inch screws this morning to get this piece done. Now going in with the second one. And a third to complete this side. Then we're going to repeat the process on the left side, my left. Now, same as before, you're going to line up corner to corner. This would be a little easier now because there's some structure going on. And again, you're just going to drill your pilot holes first. Again, 1 inch in and 1 inch down from your ends. Followed by your second. And finally, 1 below. So you're making an upside down triangle. That's the shape you're going to get here with your pilot holes in your piece. Again, to fasten, we're using 1.5 inch screws. And you're seeing on my left side, it would probably be on your right, that there's this magazine holder we built last week. And you're going to see what we're going to do with that in just a little. So yeah, these are things that you could do at home on your own. You could make your own little pieces there. And then once you finish them nicely with stain and such, you could have a nice piece, and you could feel proud that you built it yourself, and it's something that would last for quite a long time. Now, this is the important part. What you need to do at this point is flip this over, because this is actually going to be the outside of your legs for your end table. So now we're going to have the magazine holder, and we need to do a little measurement. That's why I have my measuring tape here today. My square, as well as a pen or pencil to mark what you need to do. All right, so you're going to measure from the top of your piece about 3 inches down And you're going to make that mark there. You're going to do the same on the other side, 3 inches down, and make your mark. And you're going to see why that is. Now you're going to take your square and just draw a straight line across where you made your mark. Do the same on the other side. And now you're going to place your magazine holder. Notice this side that is open, this is going to be the top, so you're going to ensure that that side is just in line with the line you just drew. You will have to sand off the pen mark or pencil mark afterward when you do your finishing, but just to ensure that your measurements are accurate, you ensure that you make that line so that you don't go beyond what you need and that your piece would be straight. So again, we're going to drill some pilot holes here. You're going to drill directly into the magazine holder part itself. You're going to go 2 screws per side. Opposite side. After that's done, you're going to drive in your screws. And again, this is just to hold some magazines or maybe some books, so it doesn't need to get that much reinforcement because these screws could actually hold quite a bit of weight. This time we're going to go one on the right, my right, that'd be your left on screen, followed by one on the opposite side. Then we'll put the ones below them. And that's just to ensure that your piece doesn't move from the line that you drew. Now it's easier to just put in these final screws, and we're almost done here actually. And next week, so offset, when I'm at home, I'm going to build the other leg like this, which is pretty identical to the one you saw there earlier. It will not have a magazine holder on that side, of course. And when we get to the next part next week, we'll actually put on a bottom shelf and the top piece, and this piece will be just about finished. But of course, to have a nice finish, you need to do some sanding and some staining as well. All right, that was my final screw. And all right, so this is what it should look like when you get to this part. So then next week, we're going to put the bottom shelf down there, similar to what we did with the coffee table, and then we're going to put the top piece on. So I'm going to repeat this at home, and yeah, we'll have a nice end table with a magazine holder so you can sit and have your coffee, read your magazines and stuff. But for now, it's a wrap for DIY on a Thursday. Thank you for watching. Join us next week for the completion of this project.